So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Well, now the opposition... And the shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Croatia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Del Piero. And he's running through. And Del Piero! He's scored! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Croatia find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is good alertness. Nicked it back promptly. Now there's a fine ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Ronaldinho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's having a shot! He scores! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy. Tries a shot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
The goal scorer for Croatia after 24 minutes is number 10, Ronaldinho!
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Does want to stand firm and defend it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Distributed tidily. Mateus, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Passing nice and neat. Donnarumma. And that is out of play. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Croatia finding their passes. He is through here. Del Piero! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. This might spell danger. It's Ronaldinho! And it's come back out to him. Oh, terrific save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Croatia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now, this could be a chance. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe, Ferdinand does well to get it back. He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. Nico Williams. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. For Valverde. That's a throw. That has not gone well. Mbappe. Mbappe goes steaming forward. He might be in here! Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
He stood his ground brilliantly on.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Croatia really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Croatia are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department. Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. He's found a way through. And that has put paid to that. Oh, what? Adriano! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. Foden. Mateus.
Messi. And Messi! He's put it wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's past the post.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Van Dijk. And the keeper's given it away. Shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, what a mistake! He's got away, and Del Piero! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ah, he's given it away. Alexander-Arnold. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he finish? It's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team.
There could be trouble here. Oh no, this does not look good. Corner then. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Del Piero! Trustmark comes to the rescue. It's a pretty loose pass. Neuer has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Croatia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Busquets.
Croatia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Mbappe. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt. It's Adriano! No mistake! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that...
Mbappe!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yaya Toure, looking for options for movement. Hakimi, in with the challenge. Threads one in. And a shot! Goal! Croatia! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van der Vaart is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that was very necessary. Looking to play him in, pinches it off him. Short changes him with that pass. Now, who's going to be first to this? That has been slung wide. And he whips it across. Maldini clears it away. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the return pass. That has not gone well. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
And now they can clear their lines. And they're back on the ball again. Bellingham goes on a run down the left wing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yaya Toure. And this is Del Piero. And claimed it back swiftly. Shot at goal! Goal, Italy! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Croatia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That is ended up in no man's land. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Ronaldinho, and he's got the beating of his man. Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's straight offside. And that has put paid to that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yaya Toure. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Del Piero. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that pass isn't the best. Seedorf, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well measured. And he's in on goal. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Croatia have the chance to go the other way. Tries from distance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he cuts out the supply.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Del Piero.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cantona! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Italy certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Spread it left. There's no flag. He's found a way through. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party.
There will be 1 minute.
He's gone for goal. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. That's been cut out, well played. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Croatia, number 19, Bellingham.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 21,
Croatia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Messi. He was under real pressure there. Croatia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change...
He's having a shot! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Italy are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the...
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution in progress.
Italy can now introduce the first of their substitutes. He's picked his way through. And he can clear it away. Maldini. No, again there's no way through. And he thumps it clear.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Not the most accurate pass. And this is Del Piero. Oh, that's well spotted. Seedorf.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
Now it's Cantona. Van der Vaart. And that has left him in a heap. Well timed, excellent interception.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Croatia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Del Piero takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to gift it back. And he's being shifted off it. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf aimed beyond the defence. And he was alert to it. Not the most accurate pass.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Seedorf. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Croatia seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter.
Oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Chouameni gathers from the goal kick. Played out towards the right wing. Cantona. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And here's Cantona. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely weighted ball. Oh no, this does not... Chance! He's got a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Great vision. Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! It's a goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Messi. Foot in. That pass has been well intercepted.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chooses to go cross-field, and he was quick to react. Adriano. And the pass is intercepted. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing